If you have been following the channel for quite a while now, you will know how much we adore blockchain-based games because of how they can unite two different types of people at the same time. Those who enjoy blockchain and those who enjoy playing games. There are different games out there that have found success with integrating the blockchain within their games, but no one has ever gathered much attention like what Illuvium did. What is up, people of the internet and crypto fans? Welcome to another video from Crypto Cash Out, where we bring you the latest news and that surrounds the crypto space. Before we begin, we would like to make something clear about us and this video. We are not financial advisors, nor are we experts, so if you do have the gut feeling of investing after watching this video, it will always be good to do some additional research after watching this video. We are not experts in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, and we just want to share information about the games as fans of crypto as well. With that said, let us head on to the topic of the video. If you are the biggest crypto fan out there, you probably already heard about the blockchain game project that has been buzzing the forums for a while now. That project is called Illuvium. Don't worry if you haven't heard of it yet, because we got you. Video games bring people of different backgrounds together. It lets you meet new people over the line and brings some people peace and enjoyment with the way the games work. And basically, Illuvium wants to take this concept of meeting new people and integrate it in the blockchain. The only difference with it is that Illuvium takes things a step further and will be the first AAA or AAA title that is based on the blockchain. Now, one of the reasons why the game has everyone excited for it is because of the potential of the game to compete with the gaming industry. Illuvium makes you forget that you are playing to earn real-life money and that you're just playing the game because you genuinely enjoy the game itself. Another thing that Illuvium offers people is the future of their assets. If you don't get what we are talking about, don't worry, we have got you covered. Because Illuvium is based on the blockchain, it only makes sense that it has its own token. It is called ILV and it is an ERC-20 token, which means it is based on Ethereum. The token is mainly used as a governance token, but you can also use it as an asset for buying and trading in their own marketplace. The governance in Illuvium is a system that you guys probably heard of, which is the Decentralized Autonomous Organization, or the DAO. Apart from that, you can do lots of things with the in-game token. ILV tokens are used to reward those who are putting ILV in token liquidity pools, with locking liquidity within partnering decentralized finance. In terms of price, Illuvium is no stranger to big prices and bright futures. In a span of 6 short months, the price of token jumped from $30 to an impressive $700. It hit its all-time high back in November 2021 for a price of almost $2,000. Unfortunately, the price has been a shell of its former self, but that does not mean that the price will forever be low, as it is predicted to surpass the former all-time high soon. Currently, the price of the token sits at around $665.32 with a market cap of over $400 million. Only 6% of the total supply is circulating currently, which is the reason for the low market cap despite the high price. But once the game is released, we may see a positive change in the price as more and more people will try out the game and invest on the token. There has not been an official announcement on the exact release date, but they plan to set the game on open beta sometime around the first quarter of this year. For the full release of the game, we may have to wait a little longer for it. But it is important to take note that the high price of the token may be worrying, especially to the new players who do not have $600 to spare. Remember that in order to participate in the game, a player must own at least one Illuvium, an NFT in the game that you train and use. We'll talk more about them later. However, if a player cannot afford these NFTs, then they cannot participate in missions and play the game properly. With the high prices of Illuviums and tokens, new players might not even try to touch the game because they are intimidated with the price of Illuviums. A solution they can do is to do the same thing with Axie Infinity in some countries where there are managers to help new players, usually called scholars, to start their gaming experience. Once the scholars earn enough to pay off their debt, they can now work for the manager, which will benefit them both. This system is somewhat flawed, however, because the managers are the ones who are gaining money and the scholars will have to work twice as hard in order to pay off their loan from the managers. The developers can also do something for starters to help them earning playing the game, but we will have to wait and see. But the price of ILV tokens is still great and many experts see the token to moon in the next few years or so, especially when the game gets fully released. Wallet investor sees the coin to be at around $2,100 after a year. In 5 years, they predict the coin to be more than 12 times the current price with a price of over $8,000. MetaGrates, another trusted price prediction website, predict the token to average around $1,500 this year. This price will be steady for a couple of years as in 2025, they see the coin to average around $1,800. For priceprediction.net, they see the coin to rise over $900 this year and will keep on growing year by year. And in 2025, the token will almost reach $3,000, but not quite. If we do the math here and say that you bought 10 ILV today, you will spend around $6,600 to get that. In a year or so, the 10 ILV you bought will grow to a minimum price of $9,000 to $21,000 depending on what forecast you want to trust. If you're impressed by this, imagine what the token will be like in 3 to 5 years. But remember that this calculation is only an estimate based on the forecast we mentioned above. Also, take note that the market is extremely volatile and different factors may greatly influence the price of the token. That is why it is important to only invest what you can afford to lose. Keep track of the price and do some additional research afterward. Now that we have price and price predictions out of the way, let us tell you more about the world of Illuvium and why we think that you guys should definitely watch out, not only for the potential earnings you can have, but also for the game itself. First of all, the game is an open world, RPG, fantasy, turn-based game where you can explore the world in adventure mode. The game is basically the merge of the World of Warcraft exploration and world building, mixed with the battle mechanics of Pokemon, and another type of battle system that is similar to auto chess or team fight tactics. All of this packaged in a single game that is based on the blockchain. There is also an arena mode where it is a PvP game mode where players start on equal footing and must think of different ways to strategize in order to outbrain their opponents in order to win because every item and illuvial level are on the same ground. This balance is great for those who want to earn rewards but just can't do so because of how low level their illuvials are. Players can also participate in the Leviathan Arena where all of your training and hard work will pay off because here, what you use will be your own illuvials. How you train them will determine how the battle will play out. Illuvials are basically the monsters the player, called hunters, collect and fight with in this game. Each illuvial is unique with different affinities and classes which will be the basis of your team building and strategy. There are countless of illuvials for you to encounter and catch. Illuvials are NFTs in the game, which means you can buy, sell, and trade them in the Illuvium marketplace to earn profit. Moreover, it is reported that in order to evolve your illuvials, you can merge the same type of illuvials to make them stronger. Another benefit of this merging is that it burns the value of the one type of illuvial. This will greatly increase the value of the token because of the scarcity it will have in the future. Not only that, but you can also flex your rare, shiny, cosmic, and or hollow, each with a different value. Other reported NFTs in the game are the valuable items, skins, emotes, and many more. The game also introduces land within the game that prices differ in value based on their scarcity and value. This scarcity and value are divided into tiers of land. Now we are not quite sure at the moment of what these lands are used for, but we sure are excited for it. The use of the land may be similar to how the metaverse works, but we are still not sure though. What we are sure of this is that these items at the moment can be traded on the OpenSea platform, so go check that out after this video if you're interested. The game will also integrate Immutable X or IMX, which is good for the environment. If you're not quite sure as to what Immutable X is, it makes sure that there will be zero gas fees when making peer-to-peer trading with transactions while maintaining security of your assets. IMX is done in order to help scale the application with the NFT feature it also has, and be assured that trading and exchanging for ILV is more eco-friendly than others. Security isn't a problem in Illuvium too, as the system of the platform follows the zero-knowledge proof cryptography. This makes it so that someone called the prover can prove that something is known without revealing the known information directly. This catches malicious people from accessing a user's keys to keep it safe. The prover doesn't need to say anything other than the claim is true or false. There is also staking here in the game, and it is done through the use of smart contracts that gives people rewards based on how much they stake. There are two different pools where players can stake their tokens. Staking ILV is relatively easy compared to other tokens, as you just have to go to staking.illuvium.io, follow the instructions given and start staking. It is really easy, and the best part, 100% of the in-game revenue will be rewarded to the stakers through ILV. There will be around 3 million worth of ILV to be distributed over 3 years. The rewards will be on lockup for 12 months. You are also given the chance to skip the wait timer and convert the ILV to SILV that is only used within the game, so be careful of that. Although the game has not been released yet, people can't wait for the official release of the game. People want to get their hands on the game and as bonus, earn money while playing the game too. The game excited both video games fans and crypto fans in the world, but we will just have to wait and see if that will happen in the future. But what do you think about the game? Do you think the game will one day surpass expectations? Be sure to comment your thoughts down below for a chance at a shoutout giveaway. Please do hit like on the video as it helps us a ton to know if you guys like the video or not. You can also help us grow our channel by subscribing and sharing the videos to your friends. We have a video about the meme coin Shiba Inu token, so you can check that out too. That would be it from us today. Thanks for watching, stay safe and have fun cashing out!